When I was a boy, I lived on an island old as time, and my playgrounds were ruins of crusader castles and prehistoric villages of megalithic construction. And my schooling was proper with British boy uniforms of ties and scratchy woolen shorts. And my swimming lessons were in picturesque surroundings of limestone shoreline and Mediterranean sea life, of grottos and urchins, of shadows and ancients. And my friends were of all stripes, sizes and colors, and we played with rocks and shovels, folding knives and attitude, pitch pennies and cards, and huddled behind the ruined walls of World War II bombings, protection against the biting winds in those confusing winter days. Walking about like an idiot, wishing Merry Christmas to Muslims and Jews, sharing my privilege, bringing them home to enjoy our grounds, picking grapes and pomegranates from our summer gardens, enjoying the ease of language, spring and fall, sharing the opportunity, acknowledging with gratitude, knowing with military life I would not inherit this high-end existence of house staff and leisure. In any case, these were military employees, not my family staff. The lowliest gardener was an authority for me to obey and stay out from underfoot as I enjoyed each day, being a circumstantial prince, temporary and contingent, playing with fellow paupers. Idyllic is how I remember those years, the best of everything in the gracious fashion, humble and appreciative of our position, from modest oppression, era, lack and hunger and despair, not ostentatious but awed at our good fortune. Simple and humble, we all worked as a diplomatic team. For me that meant being on show when needed, otherwise enjoying my childhood. If we knew our place and could snap to our best behavior, we were allowed to run like feral beasts in our own time. Youth, love, affection, excellent company, multiple mixing, blending traditions, truly multicultural humanity. An extraordinary, truly extraordinary time of peace on an island who's been conquered and raped by every force who ever ruled the Mediterranean Sea. Loving, deeply loving people with a justifiably angry language, truly humane with neighborhood festivals and fairs on a human scale, and the general bustling of the streets with little need for personal space felt like an embrace. This bizarre juxtaposition of foreign ways, exotic foods and personal freedom to roam the real-life details of daily life, with chicken heads and feet thrown from kitchen windows to street dogs and feral cats, to being perfectly content in the company of others, even though we did not share a common language. It was heaven. I was happy, I was challenged. Now in my memory, I'm a small human on a tiny island, surrounded by kings and queens, heads of state, movers and shakers, Nobody's everybody's historical and magical creatures in history piled upon history piled upon history. Diplomats and street people, idol saints, crusaders and prehistoric gods, and the magic. What else can I ask for? Nothing, nothing, absolutely nothing.